Alright, here we have sodium hydroxide, and of course sodium hydroxide, if it is solid sodium hydroxide, which you have not seen yet, but when the time comes I will show you solid sodium hydroxide, is soluble in water, right? Why is sodium hydroxide soluble? Because it is group 1 hydroxide, right? Or SPA hydroxide. Right? Then here is solid copper 2 nitrate. Is solid copper 2 nitrate soluble in water? Yes. Why? Because all nitrates are soluble. Okay? All nitrates are soluble. So what's going to happen if I add sodium hydroxide to copper 2 nitrate? What do you think you will see? Guess. The ions are floating around so that the copper will attract the hydroxide, the sodium will attract the nitrate, right? They cross over and change. So if I have copper 2 hydroxide, is that soluble or insoluble? Copper 2 hydroxide, insoluble. So it's going to be insoluble as I pour in sodium hydroxide. I pour in, and you will find that I get a blue PPT. Yay! Can you see? Yeah, copper 2 hydroxide is a blue PPT. You know what will happen if I were to heat this? Let's heat it, okay? This is copper 2 hydroxide. Right? So we are going to heat the copper 2 hydroxide, which is gelatinous, but it also can be light blue, right? Like that. So if I were to heat it, let's put it there. Let's switch on the flame. Okay. Let's switch off the flame and see. Let's heat this. You will see that when copper 2 hydroxide is heated, it will turn what do you think it's turning to? What do you think it's turning to? Yeah, actually it's turning a little bit black. Let me pour out a little bit like that, okay? And really heat this now. Really heat this now. Can you see it's turning black? Can you see it's turning black? Yeah. And this black substance is known as copper 2 oxide. Copper 2 oxide, all oxides and hydroxides are insoluble, and this is insoluble in water. Okay? So can you see that it is black? Huh? It is black. Like this. Let's heat some more. Let's heat some more. And really black now. Now remember, not all black solids are carbon, right? Last week we saw. Huh? So there you are. The copper 2 hydroxide becomes copper 2 oxide. And what comes out here is actually water vapor. Okay? Good. Now this is very difficult to clean. So you know what will happen if I want to clean this? I use nitric acid to clean. The nitric acid is acidic and the copper 2 oxide is basic. So when I add nitric acid in, HNO3 nitric acid, what will happen? It will clean up, right? It will clean up and it will dissolve the hydroxide on top of that. And you see this one will clean up. Let me put it here. Let me see whether it will clean up. Let's agitate it a little bit. Can you see? All the hydroxide, copper 2 hydroxide, and all the copper oxide, copper 2 oxide disappear in nitric acid. Why? Because everything has been converted to copper nitrate. And is copper nitrate soluble? Of course. Huh? So there you are. Yay! Good. Cut.